Here it is, September 11th, 2025. Trevor's getting his wing laid out. He's gonna fly this morning to work. And there's a little bit of cloud cover, but there's no wind unless it's way up high. We're on a little bit of a hill here. And we'll see what happens. Got this field here to take off and land in. It's a pretty good distance across through there, but he'll be off the ground fairly quick. How high are you gonna go today, Trevor? 1,000 feet?
Not very high, probably just get to work and back. 1,000 feet probably.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. He's laying his lines out, make sure they're straight, no tangles. They're not too bad about tangling up, are they? I mean,
No, not too bad.
If you lay them out right each time, they're usually pretty good. And we keep this part right here mowed down a little bit so there's nothing to snag the lines on. Got a few little high grass there, not bad. Like I said, it's downhill. Not real steep, but it is definitely downhill. I take off and land the MX here. And of course, I always land uphill, and I mow just the distance down there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's my aiming point. And then I'll usually land about halfway up and keep the power on because this is uphill and I don't have to push or add more power to taxi up. And fortunately, I can taxi up and actually pull right up through there and go right in front of the hangar, which is really convenient. So Trevor's putting his earplugs in, keeping it quiet, and then he's got headphones he can put over top, and he hadn't even started it this morning. It'll be the first start. When did you fly it last, Trevor? A week ago? Oh, it's been probably a week ago he flew. He's got plenty of fuel, over half a tank. And that thing sips fuel, probably 2 gallons an hour maybe.
What I do with my headphones?
They're on your neck.
Oh.
And he can't find his headphone because it's on his neck, but he can fly. What is the wing? You can't hear me. This will be about a 15-minute flight to where he works at. He's blowing on the primer tube to get fuel up to the carburetor, and then he's pushing a little button on the carburetor. I think that gets fuel closer. I better step back, get fuel to it. It's electric start.
Clear.
Clear. First time it's been started in probably 4 or 5 days. He's climbing into his harness. Let's see if he falls over putting all that on. That's probably one of the more difficult things, is to get down and pull that up on you. He's probably got 200 hours in that, Trevor? 200 hours?
Yeah.
About 200 hours in it. He's had it for several years and flies it whenever the weather cooperates. And He's done some long cross countries on it, and mostly flies here locally for the fun of flying. It's an advantage over my MX because he can take off and land in a much smaller place than I can with the MX. And that's pretty doggone close. Takes him maybe 2 seconds or 3 seconds from the time he gives it power to the time he takes off running to he's usually in the air. I've flown it myself a few times, and he's pretty good with it. Put it in your building instead of having to have a hanger. Put the wing away in its bag and put the motor in a building where we keep the lawnmowers. Pretty handy.
Okay.
I'm gonna start it again, probably let it warm up. About 50 feet from him now, and I'll try to get the wing as it comes up. He usually powers back and checks his lines to make sure everything's good. And now he's showing off a little bit, I think. He's up. Headed to his workplace where he'll land in the parking lot.